What's up? Welcome to another episode of Dim Games. You know, you guys say some silly stuff. Anyways, today's episode is about Hook, and it's a good one. I'll let you guys judge.
You know that moment in life when you settle down, get married, have 2 kids, discover that you're Peter Pan? Well, I'm just waiting on that call if you get what I'm saying. Steven Spielberg made a movie around that concept, and just as you'd expect, other people made a game out of it. It's developed by Yungtown, to be exact. Would you believe me if I told you they released it on 4 different consoles? I don't know if I'd believe me either, because I got that from a Wikipedia page. But today I want to mainly talk about the SNES version. You start the game up and the first thing you hear is a crapped MIDI version of that song that Maggie sings from the movie. And look at Dustin Hoffman, I never seen a man so appalled. Someone's about to get hook slapped. Hook slap. The text dialogue in the opening cutscene is so lifeless. It translates horribly when read aloud. So instead I've decided to redub this text with the help of modern technology.
Daddy, is Grandma Wendy the real Wendy?
No. Close your eyes and go to sleep on this.
Then is Peter Pan's adventure a made-up story?
Stop.
On the Sega CD version, these cutscenes are voice-overed, and it has the original score from John Williams from the movie and the game. Actually, throughout the entire game. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Daddy, is Grandma Wendy the real Wendy?
Maggie, that's ridiculous. Now come on, children. It's way past your bedtime.
The game is like the movie. Hook kidnaps Peter's kids, believing that they are his own, and that's when Tinkerbell shows up. She's like, "We gotta go save our children, Peter." He's like, "What do you mean, our children?" Back in Neverland, Captain Hook's first and oldest son, Rufio, arrives on the scene, and he's gotta capture Pan in order to restore his honor and finally reclaim his position as Prince of Pirates. So, a few harsh words are exchanged. You know, he beats Rufio at the end of level 1 and teaches you firebending, which coincidentally is the last element you need to master before facing Hook. Not much to say about the presentation, honestly, because they did a good job. Levels have a good sense of depth. You get to see a variety of different areas: forests, snowy mountains, ocean, Pirate Town, USA. It's straightforward, really, and everything looks as it should. I'm surprised at the amounts of detail, especially in the character likenesses from the movie. You know, you got Rufio, Fat, and Dustin Hoffman. You know, my biggest complaint is how it plays. Peter moves like a breadstick on ice. It's so rigid, and once he gains momentum, he's sliding all over the place. You can never stop him on a dime, unless you decide to pimp walk through the whole level.
The tip straight out of Compton.
You can control his jump height, but his floating makes him sluggish and awkward, making platforming a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Hit detection is decent, but it's way more forgiving for oncoming attacks than your ongoing ones. That to say, the high point is flying, which is very limited. At the end of each level, you fight a boss, which are your standard 3-hit and they die bosses. After that, you celebrate by raising your sword skyward. It's weird, because everyone around is upset. Why? Come on, Lost Boys, I just beat a level. Be happy. At least do the animation you were doing when you found out I was Peter frickin' Pan.
I am Peter Pan.
He's the Pan! He's the Pan! He's the... It's about time you remembered!
Speaking of becoming the Pan, what I find interesting is the association between the United Kingdom, Peter Pan, and Neverland. It honestly makes me wonder, what's so great about London? I know. How about we ask...
Hey, Caddy, what's it like living in London?
I've got a Rolls Royce!
What?
Oh god, I'm so sorry. It's the tea. It's tearing me apart. Stay in school, kids.
So tell us, what's it like living in London?
I don't live in London.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. You know, I just kind of thought that...
What? That just because I'm British, that means I'm automatically designated in London?
Yeah.
Look, in case you didn't know, British people live in other bloody places. I mean, London isn't some sort of enchanted and magical kind of national prison where people are all confined to a certain amount of very small space and constantly get harassed by Mr. Big in the showers. You douchebag.
Alright, Katie, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for coming on and telling us what it's not like to live in London.
We apologize for the interruption, and now back to the show. I hope Caddy dies of tea poisoning. Oh, also because the SNES music is MIDI, you tell me what sounds more satisfying, this compared to the Sega CD version. Or this. This. Or this. See what I'm saying? So after you trek through Neverland in 9 levels, you come across Hook. Your first battle, it's like clockwork. Takes you to another cutscene, kids are free, Hook does a Hail Mary, kills his son, Zuko, and on his deathbed, he tells you Hook was never his father, that it was me all along. Who saw that coming, Steven Spielberg, you clever devil, you. Second time fighting Hook, surprisingly, is not 3 hits. Instead, it's a 6-hit fight. Hook gets eaten by the taxidermized crocodile, which I never understood, by the way, never made sense, and all of these major cutscenes don't have any sound to them. So once that happens, you get to the final cutscene, and, well, here's my version of that final scene before the credits.
Kids leave. I need to talk to lost friends now. Okay? Since I'm going away, I need to put a new person in charge. Who's the most out of shape? There you are, Fat. Here. You're the new Peter Pan. Get on Weight Watchers, Fat. Get on it. You're an embarrassment to me.
I'd recommend this game if you really love the movie, which in all honesty, I definitely do. But for some reason, I have an extremely difficult time with playing this game. So, if you are a Hook fan, definitely pick it up. I give this game 7 fairies out of them 10s.
Alright, that's another episode of Dim Games. I want to say thank you to everyone who's kept up with the series thus far. It's been very overwhelming with love and hate, and I'm entertained by both of those, so it works out. A big thank you again to Caddicarus for coming onto the show, and if you're not already here because of him, please go check out his content. He has some great stuff, some really funny videos, and I don't know, I have nothing else to say, so let's go to the outro rap.
Welcome back on the scene, all my peeps, are you following? Stelios, I'm very close to doing this thing solemnly. Oh yeah, this Caddy, what are we doing? Not arguing, man, in this collab I feel more confused than Sonic Team. Possibly Mr. Glam is cloning a pack of reactive rats, so rat-tat after the rapping is in it, hopefully to everyone satisfactory. We'll kidnap Peter Pan's kids, Jack and Maggie. Oh mamma mia, Peter, if you wanna see them, turn on my Beast TV on channel 3, so we may competing in a battle that isn't exactly fair, it's wrong, believe me, 1v1, pick your start at 3 in Pokemon Coliseum. So you picked Weedle? Yeah, sure, he's pretty lethal. Oh, you don't wanna play, you wanna play League, sir. Check the loaded screen, Paradise Game of 13. Sir, check the loaded screen, Paradise Game of 13. You wanna be in the next outro rap? Well, here's the trick. Don't be like, hey, it'd be nice if you put me in the next outro rap. Cause that's not gonna work. You gotta be cute and funny and just all around a pretty awesome person.
Oh, Peter, that was fun. Let's have another adventure.
I can't go back anymore, Tink. But now I know that life is the biggest adventure of all.